So here is also one point. You see ice on the road, so that means danger. That means something has fallen from the roof. So don't go on this kind of roads. Dangerous. During the winter, in this kind of situation, cross the road and walk on this side of the road where there are no roofs, especially after snowing or when there is a snow on the roof. Because, for example, if there was snow on that roof, it's a real danger that it will fall down just on the pedestrian street, and it can hit you on the head. So this is one of the rules during the winter. Mind also the roofs, but also watch ahead in your feet, not to be too icy. And that's rule number 2. So as you can see, there are a lot of puddles in some yards, so you have to have good shoes. You see, quite a lot. So that is also a good advice, good shoes, especially during the winter. And make sure they're not slippery. You see, there is a narrow road which is not ice, which is not in ice. This seems quite slippery. So obviously very important is the equipment you have if you're going to walk. So what I mean, shoes and coat, and you definitely have to have a hood which is water resistant. And for the shoes, buy them from Estonia or from northern country, especially for the winter shoes. Because once I made that mistake that I bought winter shoes which were like Italian, which were not isolated enough for the climate here in Estonia. So none of the winter shoes of a southern country, for example Italy or Spain, they're usually not good enough for Estonia. So winter shoes buy from here or for a northern country. After a walk, wash the salt off the shoes, because that will keep them in shape, because salt will damage the shoes in the long run. And wind resistant coat and water resistant, and you need also gloves to keep your hands warm. I'll show you also rule number 1, which has to do with water ponds on the road. So here is what you should be watching out for, this kind of pools of water. Do you see it? It's exactly behind me. So for example, if you have a car coming from that direction towards this water pool, and you are next to it here, for example, and the car goes through the pool, you have to watch it so it wouldn't splash the water all over you. So this is the point. And for you it's better to watch this kind of pools just in front of you. So if possible, choose the direction of the movement towards the cars. So for example, cars are coming from that direction, then I'll keep on this side of the road, so I can watch the road ahead. So I can watch the road ahead to see if there are any water on the driving side of the road, so I can avoid them, or just stop a little bit and to see how the cars are moving. So that's the other tip. So here you already can see that you see the puddle. Now the car will come. So yeah, you can see that there are already marks in the pedestrian street from that puddle just behind me. So let's take a look. Luckily the drivers are driving around that water puddle, so there are no splashes, but be careful anyway. So this is thing to watch out for.